Huh, that was strange. Oh, where am I?
Hello, Doctor.
Who are you?
Don't worry. You are perfectly safe here. We just have a few questions for you to answer.
What is this place?
This is the console modding Illuminati. We've seen some of your videos and we know that you are in contact with some of our representatives.
Do you mean Mod Daddy?
Oh my god. Is that really what he is going by nowadays? Yes, we are trying to locate him.
What did he do?
He decommissioned our PlayStation representative.
Oh, jeez. Well, I don't know what happened to him. Once I declined him using a cool runner on a Slim, he just disappeared.
Oh, what a shame. Well, we can't have word of our little association getting out now, can we?
No! I'll do anything.
Anything you say.
Hello and welcome back to the VideoGame O.R, the series where we show you the process in repairing and restoring all things gaming. Today we'll go over how to install custom firmware on your PlayStation 3, in turn unlocking the ability to use mods, preserve games, and run Homebrew. So without any further ado, let's begin the procedure. Proceed at your own risk. As with any modification, you have the possibility of causing irreversible damage to your system. In order to install custom firmware on your PS3, you'll need a USB flash drive formatted in FAT32, a computer with internet access, and any fat PS3 or a slim PS3 with a model number in the 2000s, 2100s, or 2500s. Unfortunately, if you have a PS3 Super Slim, you cannot install custom firmware. However, you can still run mods on a PS3 Super Slim by using a program known as Hen. We won't be going over how to set that up in this video, however, stay tuned for a guide on how to do so in the future. First, we'll need to set up a few things on the PS3 in order to get started with the installation process. On your PS3, create a new user and be sure to name it something family-friendly. Then log in under your newly created account and navigate to the system settings. From there, turn off automatic updates and disable the What's New section. We'll want these off so as to not run the risk of overriding our custom firmware. Once those are turned off, head into the date and time settings and set the time using the internet. Then navigate over to the web browser, as we'll need to do some preparations with it before backing up the system NAND. When on the internet browser, press triangle to open up the options menu. Next, head into Tools, then Cookies, and make sure that they're set to Allow by pressing the cross button. Head back into the Tools window, then select JavaScript. Make sure that it's set to On, and press the cross button to confirm. Head back into the Tools window once again, and this time choose Homepage. You'll want to select Load a blank page, then press the OK button. You'll want to head back into the tools yet again. From here, you'll want to delete the cookies, search history, cache, and authentication information. Once the JavaScript and cookies have been enabled, the home page has been set to blank, and the cookies, search history, cache, and authentication information have been deleted, exit the web browser. Then promptly re-enter the web browser. Press start to open up the keyboard and type in the address ps3toolset.com. This will take you to the web app required for installing custom firmware on your PS3. When you get a pop-up asking if you want to run the plugin, say yes, and be sure to do so whenever this prompt appears. At this point, insert your USB flash drive into the rightmost USB port on the front of your PS3. Once the toolset is finished initializing, press OK on the donation window. Then navigate to the System Manager tab located at the top of the window. On this page, you'll notice either a check mark or an X where it says CFW compatible PS3. If you have a red X, then your PS3 isn't compatible with custom firmware and you'll have to use Hen instead. On the other hand, if you have a green check mark, everything should be good to go in order to proceed. Once the compatibility has been confirmed, go ahead and press select to make a bookmark for this page. That way, we don't need to re-enter the URL each time we want to access the toolset. Next, with your USB drive inserted into the PS3, click on the flash memory directory and choose the option for Save Flash Memory Backup. On the pop-up, choose dev_USB0 and select save. At this point, the toolset will copy your system NAND to the flash drive as the backup in case something was to happen down the road. Once the backup is complete, disconnect the flash drive and head over to your PC for storing our backup and grabbing the custom firmware. This video's featured comment is brought to you by 989dofo, who said, "Your videos rock. Always a good one no matter the topic. I need to tend to my fat PS2 as it's been years since I last opened it up or cleaned the thing. Surely the thermal pads are long gone from 20 years ago? LOL, peace out." Thanks for your comment. You'd be surprised, but the thermal pads tend to last quite a while, especially when not in use. I'd love an update on how the cleaning went for you. If you're a new viewer of the OR, then be sure to subscribe and say a few words down below for a chance to have your comment featured in a future episode of VideoGame O.R. Now, back to the tutorial. Head on down into the description and click on the GitHub link for Pi PS3 tools. You'll want a copy of this in order to check the validity of your NAND backup. Then click on the link for the Evilnat custom firmware. Scroll all the way down to the bottom and download the appropriate PEX/CEX firmware file for you. If everything is working correctly on your console, download the PEX/CEX file. If your Blu-ray drive isn't functioning, choose the one labeled No BD. If the Bluetooth doesn't function, choose the one labeled No BT. And if both your Blu-ray drive and Bluetooth module have shit the bed, firstly I'd recommend just getting a new console, but if that's not an option, then choose the one labeled No BD plus No BT. Once both files are downloaded, create a new folder and extract the contents of the Pi PS3 Tools archive inside of it. Then plug in your flash drive and copy the dump.hex file to the Pi PS3 Tools folder you just created. From there, drag and drop the dump.hex file from the folder onto the file titled Drag and Drop Your Dump Here. This will then verify if the dump from the PS3 toolset was successful. If it comes back with no errors and no warnings, you're good to proceed. If you get a few errors, run the check again to make sure that the errors are consistent, and if so, you can proceed. However, if you end up in Error City, it's best to try dumping the NAND again and rechecking until you get little to no errors. Assuming your dump was good, you can now copy your dump.hex file to a safe place for storage. Once backed up, delete the dump file from your flash drive and copy the Evilnat archive to it. Once copied, extract the archive's contents, then delete the archive, MD5, README, and link files. You should be left with a PS3 folder, with an update folder inside, and then the PS3 update.pup file, at which point you can eject the flash drive and reinsert it into your PS3. Once you've made your glorious return to the PS3, reload the web browser and head back into the PS3 toolset. From there, navigate to the System Manager and scroll down to the Flash Memory Patch directory. Then choose Load Patch via HTTP. This will download the patch to allow you to install custom firmware on your console. Once the download completes, click on the Flash Memory Patch directory again and choose the option to apply loaded patch. Please ignore the potential brick warning on the pop-up window and just choose yes. Now, this process can take up to 5 minutes to complete depending on your system, so be patient. Once the patch has been applied, exit the web browser and restart the console. With the console restarted, sign back into the profile you created for installing the custom firmware, then navigate to System Update within the settings. Choose the option to update via storage media. If it says that it's found the update file 4.90 Evilnat PEX, press OK to continue the installation. In the event it doesn't locate an update file, make sure that the path for the update is correct on your flash drive, and try again. At this point, just follow the on-screen instructions as if it was a stock system update. Once the update completes and the console restarts, you'll notice that instead of it saying PS3 on the boot screen, it now says Evilnat, in turn signifying that your PS3 is indeed running custom firmware. From here, you're now able to set up a bunch of Homebrew apps, allowing you to install games, run emulators, and so much more. So if you enjoyed, remember to leave a like and subscribe so that you don't miss anything new from the VideoGame O.R. Also, feel free to leave a comment on what you want to see covered for a chance for it to be featured in the next episode. And with that, I'll see you guys in the next one.